Widowed and cancer. Harry trembled as pal Gyles Brandreth slammed Sussexes for poisoning dying queen with cruel lies. The dying queen couldn't see very much, hear very much, and she was easily confused, one Fred told the Daily Beast, adding some remain angry and disgusted with Harry and Meghan. A friend of the late queen has dismissed Harry and Meghan Markle's reported decision to stop spilling royal secrets, saying the couple should have held their peace in the last months of the queen's life. The friend's furious response came after a story in British tabloid The Sun claimed that Harry and Meghan will stop making content slamming the royal family. That period of their life is over, as there's nothing left to say. The bereaved friend's outraged reaction represents a rare insight into the closely guarded and highly secretive circumstances surrounding the death of Elizabeth, who died in Scotland in September 2022 as a result. The friend of the late Queen's told the Daily Beast, for the last years of her life, certainly from when her husband died, the Queen was in a lot of pain. In the final months, of course, it got very much worse. By the time of the Platinum Jubilee, she couldn't see very much, she couldn't hear very much, and she was easily confused. She barely moved from her apartment in Windsor Castle, and appearing on the balcony at the Jubilee required a titanic effort. That was the time for Harry and Meghan to bite their tongue. Instead, they produced this unending stream of incredibly hurtful films and interviews attacking her life's work. For Harry to announce that he was writing a memoir when his grandmother was not just recently widowed, but actually dying herself, as he must have known she was, well, the cruelty of it really takes your breath away. The idea that they are now going to take a vow of silence after all the damage they've done, even if it was true, which I very much doubt, will do nothing to assuage the anger and disgust some of her friends feel about that they did to the Queen in her final years. Although the palace refused to comment at the time, and her death certificate simply cited old age, her friend Gyles Brandreth subsequently reported that the Queen had been suffering from bone marrow cancer at the time of her death. The bereaved friend told the Daily Beast that they did not know the exact type of bone cancer with which the Queen was afflicted, but said they saw no reason why Brandreth should be incorrect. Bone cancer can cause severe chronic pain and can make it difficult to move around, which would mesh with the palace's default description of her health in the months before her death that she was suffering episodic mobility problems. However, sources have told the Daily Beast that she also found it increasingly difficult to focus or concentrate on complex matters for more than a few minutes, and that the ongoing pain of her condition was partly responsible for her withdrawal from many aspects of public life. Although she was never photographed in a wheelchair, she used one regularly to get around the palace. Harry seemed to hint at a clear knowledge of his grandmother's vulnerability when he told the Today Show's host Hoda Kotb in an April 2022 interview that he had visited her with Meghan and controversially said, "I'm just making sure she's, protected and got the right people around her." The remark irritated other members of the family who felt Harry and Meghan's actions, including their Oprah Winfrey interview, had in fact been a major cause of unhappiness and stress for the Queen, and now here Harry is taking all the responsibility for her safety.